back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Natasha, and today we are going to be making a chickpea coconut curry meal in a jar. This is one of my favorites because it is allergen friendly. I personally have a dairy allergy and I am also allergic to chicken, so that kind of makes me have to eat on the side. It is something that is different, but this is one of the meals that my family will eat with me, so that way I don't have to make two separate meals. So this one is perfect for late nights at the ball field, or when we are just super in a rush, or maybe we're out of actual meat. So this has lots of wonderful protein from the chickpea. It has veggies, it's got some delicious cauliflower, some green beans in it, and I'm going to show you how I make this all shelf stable. For this meal in a jar, these are all dehydrated ingredients, so if you do not have a freeze dryer or you don't have the money to spend on freeze-dried foods like Thrive Life or Augustin Farms, this is a wonderful option. You can pick up a dehydrator for as little as like $20 at Walmart. I actually got mine at Goodwill, and it is the Excalibur. I'll link it down in the description box below. It was a steal of a find because they are very expensive, so that was a really good find on my part, and I absolutely love it. I think it is worth going a little bit higher in price for a dehydrator if you plan to use it a lot, or if you plan to make like fruit leathers or jerkies, but a regular Walmart dehydrator will do this meal just fine. Today's video is a video that is participating in the collaboration that is hosted over by Tanya over at Low Family Adventures and myself here at the Budget Preppers. This is part of the Emergency Meal in a Jar collaboration, and I am super excited to be in this collaboration. We have some wonderful prizes. We have a vacuum chamber sealer by Avid Armor. We have 100 lids by 4 jars. We have the Southwest Chicken Thrive Life Chef Pack, and we have some portable ovens from Hot Logic. There are so many wonderful prizes. You're not going to want to miss this giveaway, and in order to enter the giveaway, all you need to do is go check out the playlist down in the description box below and leave a thoughtful comment on not only this video but all the other videos and content creators that are participating in this collaboration. The live drawing will be done on April 6th here on this channel at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're not going to want to miss the live because we are going to be giving away some smaller prizes during the live, and we'll be giving away those big ticket items. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to bring you guys down. Like always, the full recipe will be down in the description box below where you can check it out so you don't have to write everything down. Let's go. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you is all the ingredients that you are going to need to put this together. I did go and dehydrate all of my items last night. I dehydrated them at 135 for 12 hours. We've got 2 cans of rinsed chickpeas, and remember, don't throw out that liquid that is called aquafaba, and you can make some wonderful things out of that. So definitely don't throw that out. So we've got our 2 cans of chickpeas, and then on this tray we have our 1 onion. We have 1 can of green beans. You could definitely use fresh green beans. I just was using what I had on hand. And then you want 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. My tomato paste was a basil seasoned tomato paste, and that's what we had, and it will do just fine in this recipe. And believe it or not, this is half a head of cauliflower. You can see how shriveled it gets and nice and small. These meals are fantastic for camping and backpacking. You can put these in plastic bags for short-term storage, and these are just delicious to do. They take minimal water and they take minimal time to rehydrate and come back to life. Now for seasonings, you're going to need 50 grams of coconut milk powder. I personally use Anthony's. You can get them over at Amazon. I'll link it down in the description box below. I absolutely love this brand. This doesn't have to be refrigerated after you open it. You could definitely dehydrate your own, however it is kind of messy. If you don't have silicone mats, it can just kind of be a pain, so I just generally have this on hand, and I love Anthony's nutritional yeast. If you wanted to make this a cheesy chickpea curry type meal, you could definitely add in some of their nutritional yeast flakes. I buy those as well on Amazon in bulk from this brand. Love this brand. The seasonings you are going to need is some ground cumin, some ground ginger, some paprika. You can use smoked or just regular paprika, whatever you've got in your cabinet. Going to need some curry powder, some turmeric, some chili powder, and some ground mustard. So here we go. We're going to get this all assembled into our wide mouth jar. This is a 4-person serving, and if you are trying to bulk this up and stretch it out, you could absolutely add in some rice or serve it with rice or some noodles on the side. You could serve it with some naan bread. I'm going to be working on a recipe that is a shelf-stable naan bread where you only have to add water, and I'm going to pair it with this in the near future. I've got a couple more tweaks I want to work out before I post that recipe, but it's going to be a fantastic one, so you're not going to want to miss that. So the first thing I'm going to layer down into the bottom is the chickpeas. Then I'm going to add in the half a head of dehydrated cauliflower. So with the rest of my tomato paste, I just went ahead and dehydrated it. So I already have some here peeled off of my paper. So I'm going to put in about what I think is 2 tablespoons of this. And then we are going to add in our onion and our green beans. If you were taking this backpacking and you had the option to have oil in a small Mylar bag, you would want to keep the onions separate and place them on top in a small baggie, and then use your oil to fry up the onions first and then add in the rest of your jarred ingredients. However, we are trying to make this where it is just add water today, so that is how we're just going to do it all in one pot. The next thing I'm going to add in is my 50 grams of coconut milk powder. This is about a half a cup if you only have a measuring cup. A little bit under half a cup is 50 grams. You are going to want to shake, 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 try to get all of that powder down in between the cracks of the chickpeas. Break up some of this clump part here. Alright, and then the last thing you are going to need to add in is all of your seasonings. So we are going to start with 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of the ginger. That's ground mustard. Where's the ginger? There she is. Then you're going to add in 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. One teaspoon of garlic powder. which I forgot to mention at the beginning. Then you're going to need 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 tablespoon of cumin, one tablespoon of curry, one teaspoon of ground mustard, and then half a teaspoon of your chili powder. Alright, so we got a lot of shaking to do. I will see you back in 1 second. Alright, so you can see that this filled this up right to the brim. You could keep shaking and get some of this down if you wanted to, but I am okay with it being just like this. You can add in some salt and pepper to taste. However, I'm going to leave it just the way it is because this is how we like it. But if you definitely wanted to, you could. Alright, and to store it on your shelf, you're going to want to put in an oxygen absorber on the top or seal it with your jar attachment vacuum sealer. And this will last a good 6 months to a year. Remember, because it is dehydrated ingredients, that it's not going to last as long as your freeze-dried meal in a jars. However, this is a great solution for those that are on a budget or only have a dehydrator, because like I said, you can grab a dehydrator for like 20 bucks at Walmart. And you can make so many of these meal in a jars. You can convert a lot of the meal in a jars that you are going to be seeing in this collaboration to dehydrated ones. Just know that it does affect the shelf life, but look at how beautiful that looks. This would also make a wonderful gift during the holiday season, or if you have somebody, a relative or a friend who gets sick, or they just need a quick, easy meal. This is so fantastic to give as a gift or as a get well soon. It's very, very filling. It is delicious. It's got some wonderful herbs and spices that have some medicinal properties in it, and I just love this meal. So here we go. We're gonna get this out of the jar, put it in a pot, and we are going to get this bad boy reconstituted, and this is going to be our lunch today. So let me take you over to the stove and I will show you how this turns out once it's reconstituted. All right, so here we go. We've got our jar meal. We are just going to dump it all into the pot. And we are going to add in just enough water to cover all of the vegetables. I think it's going to be about 4 cups for this. Yep, we're going to do all 4 cups. All right. We are going to bring this up to a boil and then bring it down to a simmer and cover and let this reconstitute. I
I will see you back once it's boiling. All right, so it's been a couple of minutes. We have gotten ourselves up to a boil here. So as you can see, our vegetables are starting to come back to life, starting to thicken up. The tomato paste is starting to break down. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put the lid on and bring this down to a simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. Oh, that smells delicious. I can tell most of the vegetables have rehydrated. I'm just trying to pull out a green bean here so you can see. So this is all rehydrated again. And the easiest way to tell if everything in here has grabbed enough moisture is to grab one of those chickpeas, because those seem to be the last thing that like to rehydrate in this recipe. And that is soft and squishy. All right, let's get this dished up. All right, and there you have it. This is delicious. It is filling. If you wanted to stretch it out, you could definitely add some rice on the side, or you could add some of that naan bread, but this is plenty to feed a family. It's got lots of delicious vegetables in it, and it is nutritious and filling. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out the playlist down in the description box below and leave a comment to be entered into that fantastic giveaway. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.